my goodness me, doesn't the week go fast? Another Wednesday night here in the UK and sort of midday on the Pacific side of the USA. Hello to our global audience tonight. We've got hello to Germany, Canada, the USA, the UK. Hope you're going to enjoy yourself. Well, I know you're going to enjoy yourself. We've got another great night of magic lined up for you. So, to save you listening to me droning on, we will go to our very first performer from the UK, Martin Duffy. Hello, Martin.
Hi, everybody. How are we doing? So, cocktails are very popular these days, and I got a little drinking game here. So I'm going to ask Stuart to bring somebody up on the screen. We'll change cameras, and we'll go into this. Hi, Jill. How are you doing? Okay, so here we go. Jill, can you see the cards here?
I can.
The different colours, I'm not sure if they're showing up. That's a gold, that's a brown, that's a red, and that's a turquoise. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to, they're sort of like casino cut cards. That's how we're going to use them. I'm going to take a card out of the pack here, and I'm going to lay it to one side. I'm just going to put it down there. That is my prediction for later on, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to deal the cards like this. And I'm going to keep on dealing them like that until you tell me when to stop, okay?
Stop.
There, okay. Now, which colour would you like to use first?
The red-orange colour.
This one here? Okay, so we'll put that onto the pile that it relates to. And I'm going to keep on dealing, but I'm only going to use the 3 piles that you haven't picked so far, okay? I haven't got so many cards, so don't take as long this time, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Stop.
There, okay. And which colour would you like me to put on?
Turquoise.
Yeah, onto there, okay. And now just backwards and forwards on these 2.
Stop.
Right, okay. Now I have that one in my hand. Do you want to put it on a pile or leave it where it is?
Leave it where it is.
Okay, that's fine. And which colour would you like me to use next?
The yellow one.
This one? Yeah, okay. And then we'll just... yeah, we haven't got so many left. I can deal 1 or 2, or I can leave it as it is. It's up to you.
Deal 1 or 2, yes.
Yeah, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, put that on there.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, that's fine. Now we'll just gather these up. So I think you'll agree that that was fairly random where you stopped.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to take out the markers. There we go. And the cards that you stop next to. So there we go. So let's just rearrange these a little bit so we can see them a bit better. And we'll slide these down like that. So let's see which drinks you've picked, all right? We've got a whiskey. Are you a whiskey drinker, Jill?
No.
No, I'm not keen on it either. And what else have we got? Oh, Irish coffee. Now that's nice after a meal especially, isn't it? Do you like an Irish coffee?
I do. I like an Italian one better.
Oh, so what's the Italian one?
Strega.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And Negroni. Have you had a Negroni before?
No.
No, that's got a twist of orange in it, by the look of that. Right. And then this one is an Envy. Have you not had an Envy before?
Oh, no. It looks exciting, though.
A bit of a weird colour, that one, isn't it? But you may have noticed, Jill, that although it was totally random where you stopped, that this whiskey matches the gold colour. And this Irish coffee matches the brown, the Negroni matches the orange, and the Envy matches the blue. It's weird, that, isn't it?
That's amazing.
Well, let's see if it gets any more amazing, because this is the first prediction. It says in here, one of the drinks has coffee in it. And I think you'll agree that there is one of the drinks got coffee in it.
It has.
Yeah. 2 of the drinks have fruit on them. And that would be the Negroni and the Envy with the pineapple and the orange. This one says, the first letter of each drink reveals the identity of the mystery drink. Do you remember the mystery drink I put down here? So the first letter would be W-I-N-E. That would be wine, and that would be a glass of wine.
Wow.
And the last one, let's see what the last one says. Congratulations, you managed to stay alive. Well, that's a bit of a strange comment. I mean, if you drank a whiskey, an Irish coffee, a Negroni and an Envy, you'd be doing quite well. But I think what it means is, if you'd picked a different card, this would have been poison, this would have been poison. All the other drinks that you could have chosen, Jill, were all pretty bad for you. And that was quite a successful night of drinking for you and me. People will talk. There will be rumours around, Jill. Thanks for helping. And I'll see you next week, I'm sure.
The whole new light on when someone says, what's your poison?
Exactly. It does actually say that on the back of the box. What's your poison?
Oh, thank you.
Amazing. Thanks, Jill. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Jill. Right, just have you a quick look. We have a terrific gallery of people tonight. So all wave your hands in the air, give a little, oh, terrific, fantastic. Just checking you're all alive out there. Moving on rapidly to our next performer. This lady has been slowly honing her act over the last couple of months and putting together a very, very lovely routine of classic magic. So I'm going to hand you over to the wonderful Ravina. Lovely. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin. We always enjoy your act. Okay, from Robin, by the way, was in Texas in the USA, and back to the. Actually, I'm actually not 100% sure where Michael is at the moment. So over to him anyway, and he can tell you. Michael Kelly. Hello, Michael.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I'm in the Isle of Man, but actually tonight I want to take you to some of the magic and mythology of ancient Egypt. And you may notice I've got a set of scales in front of me here. And one of the best known Egyptian myths is when the pharaoh passes on and enters the judgment hall of the gods, they're confronted with a large set of scales. And beside the scales, you'd have the god Thoth. He'd be taking his notes. And on the other side, there'd be a kind of crocodile monster. And when the body is mummified, the heart would be removed and preserved. And the heart carries a record of all of a person's deeds in life. And if you'd done things you weren't too proud of, the heart would be weighed down with your guilt. And the heart was placed in one pan of the scales, and the feather of truth was placed in the other pan. And if the guilt in your heart weighed more than a feather, you wouldn't be admitted to the afterlife. Instead, you'd be devoured by this crocodile monster. So it was a fairly tense moment, as you can imagine, when the time came for the weighing of the heart to see whether you were considered just enough to enter the other world. And so I wondered if tonight, if anyone is brave enough to weigh their guilt against a feather. Do I have a volunteer who's willing to do that? You'll notice probably there's not many hands up at the moment. But is somebody brave enough? Could we have a volunteer, please? Andrew, yeah. Well, I hope you survive this and we meet again at Doomsday this year. So we have a set of scales. These are obviously only miniature. First thing, I'm not going to remove your heart.
Good, I'm glad.
For one thing, I can't reach. For another, I don't want the cleaning bill. So we'll substitute instead. Now inside this drawer on the scales, I have a few things. There is a feather. This is the feather of truth.
Wow.
So we'll put that there. And we've got some weights. And we're going to use some of these weights to represent your heart. No, I don't think you're that bad a fellow, so we're not going to use one of the big 20-gram weights.
Oh, no.
No, let's go for, how about 5 grams? Just a tiny, tiny little thing on my fingertip there, you see? Maybe that's too little. 6 grams, would you say that's fair?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 6 grams in weight and a feather. Now let me just show you before we start. These are quite evenly balanced. If I press down on this little lever, it'll lift both the pans slightly. They only lift a little, but you can see they're both swinging quite freely, so they're well balanced. But I'll give you the choice. Which pan do you want the weights placed in?
You're right.
My right. Okay, we'll put those in there. And we will pop the feather in this side. And let's see how it weighs out. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, as you can see, the feather is swinging freely and the weights are still down on the bottom.
Oh, shucks.
Oh boy.
The problem is, you see, no matter how good a life we led, it just wasn't perfect enough. And the priests of Egypt knew this. And that's why when you look at the old tombs, they are covered, the walls, the coffin, everything is covered in hieroglyphic prayers and spells, which are designed to cover up the wrongdoings of the individual so that they'll be accepted. So let's take these out of here for a moment. I'll have another look in here. Let's see, because in here I have a little Latin incantation which will carry out the same function. And we'll speak this over your Ardoni Bethesda Immortalis Occulta Destinium Savium Raptus. The weights are still evenly balanced. We put them up and they're both swinging away there. So we'll put your heart back in the pan. We'll place the feather of truth back in the pan. And we'll see if our spell has made any difference. Now, if you can see this time, your heart is swinging freely and you'd be admitted. So a little of the magic of ancient Egypt for you there, and how they managed to get these depraved old pharaohs through the gates into the next world. Thank you, Andrew, and hope to see you today. Take care.
See you
Thank
soon,
you,
buddy.
Kevin.
Thanks a lot. Thanks very much. Thanks. Excellent stuff. Okay, so over the Atlantic to the continent of the USA and Canada, and to our next performer, a terrific guy who always brings humor and magic and wonderful stuff together. So, Alan Fisher, come on down.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. We just heard all about the afterlife from Michael and what the Egyptians went through to gain access after they're gone. I'd like to talk for a few moments about our lives before they're gone, here as we navigate the world around us today. Think of your life like a rope, if you will. White, meaning it's not dirty yet. Kind of all like that idea. And straight, simple, clean, easy. That's how you want your life to be, just as straight and as simple as possible. But of course, it doesn't always stay that way. Life happens. And before you know it, your life starts to get tied up in knots. Through no fault of your own, sometimes. Other times they are knots of your own making. And no matter how hard you try, you can't do anything about it. You're all knotted up. In fact, you've made so many knots that you suddenly find you're trapped in handcuffs of your own making, of your life, through your choices that you made or the choices you failed to make. And the biggest problem, the one we all make, is that we think we can solve these problems on our own. We don't need any help. It's just rope. If I take a pair of scissors, well, I can just cut my way out of any problem I have. These are simply rope knots. I can just cut them and get rid of them. But unfortunately, the knots are still there. We fail to realize that our ego has gotten in the way, and we really can't fix our problems ourselves. We need to turn to our friends. We need to turn to our family, our faith, maybe even a little bit of magic. And when everyone pulls together, our life does come back to the way we want it and the way we hoped it would always be. Straight and simple and unknotted. Thank you.
Wow. Loved it, loved it. Thank you, Alan. And it was Andy commenting on your background as well there. He thought it was rather nice, but I think the magic was far better than the background. Terrific. Thank you ever so much. Okay, moving on. Back to the UK. A good friend of mine who I met several months ago and got to know really well through other magical groups, and he's performing for us tonight. Mike Harris, come on down.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all well. I'm Mike, as Kevin said. I want to take you on a little bit of a journey tonight, if that's okay. I'm going to start a long time ago when I was at school. That long ago, my kids think the world was black and white, but never mind. We had this one science teacher. His name was Mr. Benson. He had big white bushy hair, big bushy eyebrows, wore a white coat all the time, was always breaking things. In fact, Think Doc Brown from Back to the Future, that was Mr. Benson. Anyway, this one science lesson, he was telling us all about the differences between gases, liquids and solids, and how gases are all mixed together, and how liquids mix together, unless, of course, the viscosities are different. And he had some oil and water, and he put them in a jar together, and he shook them up, and the oil rose to the top, and the water went to the bottom. And I put my hand up, went, Sir, Mr. Benson, sir. He went, what, Harris? Mr. Benson, what about when you put a solid object through a solid object? He said, you can't do that, Harris. That's matter through matter, you stupid boy. I said, you can, sir. I do it with playing cards all the time. Said, go on then, show me. So I reached into my school bag and I had a little packet of playing cards. I said, look, sir, in this hand, I got 3 identical red playing cards. This hand, I've got 3 identical playing cards. I said, watch this, sir. And I took a red card and a black card, a red card and a black card, a red card, finally a black card, and I put them all on the counter. I said, now, Mr. Benson, humour me for a minute here. So imagine for a minute that those were liquids, not solids. He said, but the solid objects, Harris. I said, I know, sir, but humour me. Imagine those black cards were oil and the red cards were water. If we mix them all up in a pile like that, red, black, red, black, red, black, all mixed together, and they were in a jar, the black cards, being the oil, pass up through the water to the top, and the red cards would go to the bottom. So that's impossible, Harris, impossible. I said, watch, sir. I clipped my fingers, and I turned them over, and I started at the bottom where the water would be. And I had a red card, a red card, and a red card, a black card, a black card, and a black card. And Mr. Benson's like, do it again, Harris, do it again. Sir, I don't do the same trick twice, just do it again. So I took a red card, I took a black card, took a red card, took a black card, took a red card, black card. I said, Mr. Benson, you've seen them go down again, red, black, red, black, red, black, all mixed together. All I have to do is click my fingers and they'll pass through each other. He says, impossible, impossible, Harris. I said, watch, sir, and I turned them over again. And I had a red card, a red card, and a red card, and a black card, a black card, and a black card. And by now, my schoolmates are all whooping and cheering and going mad. And Mr. Benson's like, do it again, Harris, do it again. I said, sir, I don't do the same trick 3 times. I shouldn't even do it twice. Just do it again or you're getting a detention. Okay, so I took a red card, I took a black card. So I'll tell you what, Mr. Benson, you think I'm cheating? Of course I'm cheating, sir. I'm a magician. It's what I do. But watch this. I'll do it all again for you. But this time I'll do it so you can see everything. I'll do it face up. My classmates all went, oh, Mr. Benson's going, oh. So this time I started at the bottom and I took a black card. I took a red card. Took a black card. Took a red card. Took a black card. Finally, I took a red card and I put them all on the counter. I said, look, Mr. Benson, you've seen them go down again. Red, black, red, black, red, black. This time, face up. I clip my fingers. Watch, sir. I've got a red card, a red card, and a red card, and a black card, a black card, and a black card. And that's how I baffled Mr. Benson. Thank you. That's why we have these open mic nights. I'm going to finish by telling you about how I got into magic. I was influenced by probably the same person a lot of people are influenced by my age, and that was Paul Daniels. He was on TV all the time. Now I was lucky enough to work with Paul a few times when I worked backstage at the Pavilion Theatre in Rill here. And yeah, he was a great guy. Paul was known for a signature trick, and it used one of these, a solid aluminium cup. And of course, I have a small ball. The doctor says I'll be okay. Now, I'm going to need somebody to help me with this. Is Jill there? Jill, are you there, Stu? If you put Jill on the screen for me, that would be great. Thanks. Cheers. Hi, Jill. You okay?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Thank you for joining me. Have you
Pleasure.
ever seen one of these before, Jill? Little cup and a little ball. You might have seen it in London, in Covent Garden, they have a table, and they're always betting on it, and people
Yeah.
are losing money. Don't
I think
ever bet
I've-
on it, Jill.
I think I've cooked sponges in those little cups.
Possibly, so you'll know them well. Don't ever bet on this, though, Jill. It's a bit of
I'm
an
not a
observation
betting woman.
test. It's a bit of an observation test, Vic. All you have to do is tell me what a little red ball is. I'm going to tell you if you listen closely, okay? Ball's going in the cup, Jill. I'm going to shake it, sneak it out into my pocket. Now, Jill, where's the ball?
Under the cup.
Of course it is. You're watching too closely, aren't you? Watch again, Jill. You don't trust people, do you? I sneak
No.
out into my pocket again, Jill. And where's the ball, Jill?
In your pocket.
In my pocket. You're really good at this. Really good at this. Now, people say to me, Mike, magic's all about trapdoors and mirrors. It's a solid cup. There's no trapdoors. It's a bit shiny like a mirror, I guess. But watch the ball, Jill. The ball. Maybe there is a trapdoor I don't know about. Jill, I'm going to make this really, really easy for you. Where's the ball?
On top of the cup.
No, it's not, Jill. The cup's upside down. The ball was on the bottom of the cup. It's the ball you've got to watch there, Jill. Watch the ball. I throw the ball up there. Jill, where's the ball?
Under the cup.
Under the cup. Of course it is. You're really good at this. I'm glad I'm not betting against you. People think it goes up my sleeves. So I'll roll my sleeves up. We're going to watch this time, Jill. This is really easy, this bit. Watch the ball. The ball has gone in my pocket. Okay, Jill? Where's the ball?
In your pocket.
Of course it is. Couldn't possibly be under the cup. Wrong. How it gets there. Watch it again. Watch it closely, Jill. Watch. Ball's gone up there. Jill, where's the ball?
In your pocket.
In my pocket. Of course it is. Couldn't possibly be under the cup, could it, Jill? Do you know why it couldn't be under the cup, Jill? That's where the orange is. And if you like that orange, you're going absolutely crazy for the lemon. And they don't even fit in the cup together. Thanks for your help, Jill. Thank you, everybody. I've been Mike Harris. Sorry about the middle one. We'll get it right next time. Cheers.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Kevin.
Bye-bye.
Thanks very much, Mike. Excellent stuff. Fiddling with your ball there. Terrific. Great. Thanks very much. Okay, where are we on the running order? I would say from the UK back to the USA, down to Florida, where it's dips below, so hot that you have to fry eggs on the pavement. It gets a little bit chillier and they start moaning. So how's the weather out there tonight, Richie?
How you doing today? Do you hear me right away?
Yep, we can.
Very good. Yeah, it's a little on the chilly side. Florida's a little on the winter side today, but it should be going up very shortly. But Florida, here it is. Here I am. And I'm going to do something today. Normally, I would have somebody help me with this, but I do have someone over here, which I'm going to show you. And let me take off my hat. I can't actually see. This little sun's not out today. We'll put my magic hat on. So what I'm going to do, my nephew was going to come here and try to help me. I said, listen, I'm the magician. He said, I'm going to do something for you to help you with your trick. I says, what do you mean you're going to do something to help me with my trick? I've been doing magic since I was 10. So anyway, I'm going to get to it. And I know, Kevin, you could just pick somebody. I mean, I'm going to take this thing here and let me get this idea. And it's going to be just one person to choose a number from 1 to 100. And that's pretty big. I mean, matter of fact, we'll start with you, Kevin, first. Do you have a special number? Just give me a number, Kevin.
Oh, okay. 42.
You said 42?
Yep.
42. Okay, 42. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, and there's a 42. It might be reversed. I'm going to put the 42 on the spectator's hands, just like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Make sure you see that 42. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I got another prediction here. Let me see here. I'll put this down here, and this is really cool. And I have a little piece of paper here. And Kevin, you can just pick anybody to give me. Yeah, we need a letter now. We need a letter.
Alan, why don't you choose a letter?
Who's that? I can't see nothing. Who?
This is Alan, and I'm going to choose the letter F.
F, like in Frank.
F as in Frank.
That's good. That's a good letter. I'm going to put that right over here, Frank. Oh, F for Frank. So we got 42 and F. It's looking pretty good. Now this is the real cool part. I'm gonna let me fix my camera. Now, like I said, normally I would have a live person standing here, but I drew this last night just to show you how magical this could be. I have a deck of cards here. Let me take them out. Give me a second here. It's a pretty brand new deck. Okay. And this is, we'll just put this for here right now. And if you look at this deck, it's all the countries in the world. I mean, this is, how fair can you be? I mean, America, I don't know what that is. I don't know some of these countries, but maybe people in on the screen know. And what I'm going to do is I need one more spectator.
Jill.
You have somebody?
Yeah, we have Jill. Jill will help you.
Okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to take one card off at a time. You can tell me when to stop anytime. So I'm going to do like this. I'm just going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an example just like this here. And now I'm just going to go through the cards. Okay. Enough. You just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Stop. Okay. Okay, now you could have this card or the one on the table.
The one on the table.
One on the table. Let me put it over here. Is that Jill? I heard that voice before. Is that Miss Jill?
It is.
All right, Jill.
And I
this
love
is
your hat. I love your hat.
Jill, this is pretty wild. Okay, Jill? Now, you could have picked this one, but you picked this one. That's okay. And I'm going to, this is the flag. Okay, the flag is the last one we got here. Which I'm going to put just like this. That's pretty cool, huh, Jill?
It
so
is.
we got
Is
a
that
number. We got a number, a letter. And I just got a little text on my phone here. Hold on a second. It says, look in the card box. Now, this was my nephew. Look in the card box. Well, I have the card box and it's empty. And you're not going to believe this. He put something in here, and I didn't even know he put it in here. It's just, this is pretty amazing. I don't know if this is going to work, but it says here, he already made the prediction. Now, that's impossible because you guys gave me a number, gave me a letter. You picked a card. You could have picked any one of these cards here. Any one of them. Let me just take a look at this. Oh, this is crazy. I got to show it to you. I'm going to show you this. 42, the letter F, and the Jill, the flag that you picked. Let me tell you something. This is incredible. This is some of my stuff I do on stage, and I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
Fantastic. Oh, am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Ah, that makes a change. I've actually done it for a change. Correctly in the right order. Okay, we have a guest magician who's joining us. He's not on the running order, but this gentleman is an absolutely fantastic and talented man. And I'm going to hand you over to him for a couple of minutes to enjoy Howard Hamburg. Hi there, Howard.
Hello, hello, how are you? There happens to be a game called Pinochle. I'm not a Pinochle player, but the Pinochle deck is rather different in that it consists of tens, jacks, queens, and kings, and aces. That's all that makes up the. That's all that makes up the deck, are just those type of cards. And I have 4 of them here. Like I say, I'm not a Pinochle player, but a Pinochle is a queen of spades and jack of diamonds. I've been told that that's worth 15 points. So it's a queen of spades. And the other one was a jack of diamonds. But when you use two queens of spades and two jack of diamonds, it's called a double pinochle. And instead of being worth 15 points, it's worth 30 points. Now, I'm familiar with the game of poker, as many of you are. And two queens and two jacks would not make a very strong hand in a poker game. But maybe three jacks would be better than two queens and two jacks. I'm not saying that two jacks or three jacks are a bad hand. It's they happen to be a good hand. But there's something that can beat three jacks. And that's three queens. Actually, four queens. So you've seen two jacks and two queens. You've seen three jacks and one queen. And you've seen four queens. But I've been told that the best hand you could possibly have has nothing to do with queens and jacks. That the best hand you could possibly have would be four aces. Because four aces beats queens and jacks all day long. And that's all that does.
Terrific stuff. Thank you. Thanks, Howard. Thanks for popping in and showing us yet another miracle. Sticking in the USA, to my friend over there in Jersey, Kung Fu Meister and fantastic magician. Hi there, Xanadu. Come on in.
Yeah, how you doing? It's Kung Fu Panda. Okay.
Kung Fu Panda will do.
Okay. All right. I need a volunteer. Is there anyone you can get me there real quick? Who's it gonna be? Who do you got for me, Kevin?
Stu has found you Jill again.
I'm here again.
Jill. Jill, how you doing, beautiful?
Wonderful to see you.
All right. So it's always a pleasure to see you. I want to show you a really quick card trick. As a matter of fact, right here, I have the exact duplicate card of the card that you are going to select. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it right over here. Let me see if I can re-angle this so you can see it much better. Right over here. I don't know. Can you see that from there? You see the card right there?
I can.
This is your card. This is your exact duplicate of the card that you are going to select. Okay?
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these cards real quick. You're going to select the card and you're going to tell me where to stop. So wherever you tell me to stop, that's going to be your card. Okay? But in the meantime, I want you to look at the cards. Notice that they're all, can you see them from there? Yeah, here we go. Notice that they're all mixed up. They're not set up in any particular way or anything like that, correct? All right, Jill, are you ready? I'm going to rip you through them. You tell me when to stop. Ready? Go.
Stop.
Right there. Perfect. This is your card. I'm going to look away for a second. Do you see it there?
Yeah.
Can you see it? All right, perfect. Now remember, this is your card right here. Are you ready?
Yes.
When I show you your card, don't forget to give me the big round of applause that I so deserve.
Okay.
Are you ready, Jill? Jill, your card right there. There it is.
No.
That, what? That's not the card?
No.
Are you sure, Jill?
Absolutely.
Hold on a second. Let me try something right here for a second, okay? Check this out. You see the card there?
Yep.
Watch this, Jill. Jill, do not do this at home. Watch. Yeah, she did it.
Oh.
Jill, was that your card?
That was my card, yes.
That was your card. All right, then. That means that I have done a good thing. Again, Jill, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure you being my assistant and helping me out and do these wonderful so-called miracles. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. I'll send you a big hug and a big kiss. Kevin, take it away.
Yay! Thanks, Anadu. Great stuff as always, and thank you, Jill, for being our resident muggle tonight. We've still got people whose mics are on. If you've got your mic on, please turn it off unless you're asked to unmute. Thanks very much. Okay, so where were we? That's Jorge and Xanadu, and sticking in the USA, but right over the other side to California, and to my sometimes magical, sometimes mystical, and always totally crazy Charles Schneider. Hi there, Charles.
It's nice to be here with all of you. I'm going to use 4 playing cards to tell a bit of a parable about the world, about us. I won't put too much meaning into it because let's just get on with some entertainment. 4 aces. Life may come, life may go. Some of us may end up way down below. All I know is that with our pains, there's only one thing that remains. Children born, children grow, here and thither down. Without growing. All I know, one thing remains. Come back, friend. Come back, love. Don't leave me. Don't go. All I know, one thing remains.
Thank you, Charles. And probably doing fantastic magic and auditioning for the next Kenneth Branagh movie. So fantastic stuff. Terrific. Okay, back to the UK, and a gentleman who is really very good with words and numbers and magic as well. Hi, Paul. Paul Cooper.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, everyone. Good evening if you're in this time zone, or greetings if you're not. I'm going to do something a little bit different this evening. I'm sure most of you have heard of terms like hypnotism and mind reading, but I don't think many of you would have heard of the term mind spiking. So the term mind spiking is an interesting one. With hypnotism, you may have seen a stage magician who will be able to make you forget your name or a number or an address. Mind spiking is a little more subtle. It involves being able to control a process, so the brain gets a little bit lost on going towards a target. I think the best way I can illustrate it is to use the old game that many of us played in our childhood, where one person thinks of a number between 1 and 10 and says it out loud, and the next person has to think of a number between 1 and 10, and they add up, keep adding up, and the first one to reach 100 wins the game. Now, ordinarily, this is just a fun game, but someone who's been mind spiked, I don't know what happens, but they can't seem to see the goal. So, for example, they might have got as far as, say, 92, and ordinarily, the non-mind spike person would say 8, of course. 92 plus 8 equals 100, and bingo, they win the game. But a mind spiked person will do something weird, like they'll say 3, which will make 95. And of course, the next person immediately says 5. Thank you very much. That's 100. I win the game. Now, I can do this about 1 time in 3. That's my record, about 33%. I'm going to try this evening on 3 different people, if I may. If I get one of them right, then that will be my record maintained. If I get more than that, I might increase my record. I should say that mind spiking is painless and it's only temporary, only lasts a couple of minutes, but it does have a very interesting effect. I need 3 people, 1 at a time, and I also need somebody, perhaps with a calculator, who can check my maths to make sure I'm not doing any jiggery pokery. I assure you I'm not, but just in case I make an error, that would be handy. So first of all, who would like to be mind spiked, or who is going to be thrust into the limelight?
We've got Martin there who's going to looks like he's going to do the math for you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Martin. Thank you for that. And we need a volunteer or for the first one. Who have we got? Gunnar. Hello, my friend. Greetings to you.
Hello, hello.
Excellent, excellent. Now, what I'm going to do, Gunnar, I don't know if I can mind spike you. If you look into my eyes and make your eyes as big as possible. And fantastic. Okay, I think I've done it. Okay, you can go back to normal now. Now, did you feel anything?
No, not really.
No, fantastic. It shouldn't be felt at all. Now, what it means now, Gunnar, if you understand the principle of the game, you just say a whole number between 1 and 10 inclusive, and then we take it in turn. So one person might say 4, the next person might say 3, total would now be 7, next person might say 10, 17, and so on. Now, the thing about mind spiking is that you cannot win. If I've successfully mind spiked you, it won't matter if you go first or whether I go first. It won't matter if you just keep saying the same number every time it's your turn, 5, 5, 5, or whatever. Or maybe you have a little pattern that every time it's your go, you'll say 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10, 9, 8. That doesn't matter. Now, yeah, I know that there's some clever people thinking now, and I can pick up some resonances in the ether here. They're thinking, aha, what I will do is I will copy whatever I say. Well, you're welcome to try, but I can tell you that won't work either. So with all that in mind, I've made some predictions here, which I will unfold as we go along throughout the evening. So thank you, Gunnar, first of all, for volunteering. And Martin, you're just going to check the maths, are you?
Yes, I'll do that. Yeah.
Thank you, Martin. Yes, it shouldn't be necessary, but just in case, shout out if you disagree with my addition. We're just adding simple whole numbers and up to 100. So I'm sure all of us can do this in our head, but I'll say it out loud just so there's no confusion. Okay, so Gunnar, the first question is, would you like to start or would you like me to start?
How about letting you start?
You'll let me start. Okay, very well. Well, let's start on the number 5.
Okay. 7.
7. So 5 plus 7 equals 12. Correct, Martin?
Yep.
Fantastic. And I'll also say 7. So now we're up to 19.
Okay. 2.
2. Fantastic. So now we're up to 19 plus 2 is 21.
Yep.
Agreed? Fantastic. 21. I'll say 10. So now we're at 31.
4.
4. So that takes us to 35, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will say 4 as well. So that takes us up to 39.
Yeah.
Good.
9.
9. So 39 plus 9 takes us up to 48. Yeah. I'll say 1, which takes us up to 49.
Okay. 10.
10. 49, that takes us up to 59, does it not?
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. So I will say, let me see, 8. That takes us up to 67, I think.
Right, yeah.
Fantastic.
I'll say 3.
3, 67. That takes us up to 70. So I will say 8. That will take us to 78.
Mhm. I'll say 1.
Takes us up to 79. 79, I'll say 10. That takes us up to 89.
Yeah.
I can't say 11, so I have to say, well, I can say just 1.
1, okay, very good. Takes up to 90, and 10 takes up to 100. So first win to me, I think. Thank you very much indeed, Gunnar. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll show you the prediction I had. The prediction here. Just undo this clip. And the prediction was Paul to win the first game. So that's going well. Thank you very much. Right, who is the next person prepared to be mind spiked? Who do we have?
Let's just have a look.
Jonathan, are you up?
Jonathan?
Okay, are you happy to participate?
Indeed.
Okay, wonderful. So you know the premise of the game. You've been listening to what we've been saying, have you?
I have.
Fantastic. Now, if you look at me intently, I'm going to try and mind spike it. I'm not sure. Did you feel anything?
Yes.
You did? Oh, that's a bad sign. I may have failed. I may have failed with you. Anyway, would you like to go first or second?
Yes, I'll go first.
Fine, please do.
7.
7, okay. I'll also say 7, making 14.
And I'll go 7 again.
Fantastic. So that's up to 21. Agree, Martin?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, interesting. Well, I'll say 7 as well, make it 28.
And 5.
Oh, okay. 28 takes us to 33. I'll say 5 as well, takes us to 38.
And 7.
38 takes us up to 45. I too will say 7, that will take us up to 52.
And 9.
Oh, 52, that takes us to 61. Okay, I will say 1, takes us up to 62.
Yep.
And I'll say 1.
Oh, so 63. I will say 2, takes us up to 65.
And I'll say 3.
65 takes us to 68. I will say, let me see, 7. That will take us up to 75, I believe.
Yep.
And I'll say 1.
1, 76. You're playing hard, my friend. You're playing hard. 76. Let's say 8, which takes us up to 84, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Good.
84. Okay. Yes. And I'll say anything I like. 6.
84, you say 6, takes us up to 90. I'll say 2, takes us to 92.
Aha. I see what you're doing. Okay, I'll say 3.
What? Really?
No, I won't. I'll say
for real. 8.
I'll say 8
to 100. Okay,
yeah.
Very good. Well done,
I'm
Jonathan.
getting your prediction, you see.
No, that's very kind of you. I appreciate that. However, I will show you my prediction. Can you see? Slide this down. And the first prediction, as we had with Gunnar, Paul to win the first game. And now the second one, Paul to lose the second game. Okay. So we're going. So we need one more person, one final person. Thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome.
One final person to play the game. George, my friend. George, did you listen? Do you understand what we're doing?
Yes.
You're fine. Okay, great stuff. So first I have to, if you don't mind, I have to look into your eyes. If you look closely, that's very nice, or very beautiful. And I think, yes, bang, I think I can, I think I've done you, as it were, so to speak. Did you feel anything?
No.
Didn't feel the mind spiking. Okay, well, I think I'm successful here. So first question, would you like to go first or second?
I will go second.
Second, very good. So you'd like me to go first? Okay, I'll start off with 3.
9.
9, okay, so it's a total of 12. I will go 1, makes a total of 13.
10.
10, which makes a total of 23.
Yeah.
And I will go 3, makes 26.
10.
26, that takes us up to what, 36, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
36, okay. 36, and I will say 9. What does that take us up to? 36.
45.
45, thank you, Martin. 45, very good. George?
10.
That takes, you like your 10s, okay. 45 takes us up to 55. I'll say 1 to be the opposite of you. 56 total now.
9.
9, okay. 56 plus 9 is, what is that? 65, is it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Martin. 65. 65. Let's say, 65. Just give me a minute here, George. You're playing a tough game for someone who's mind spiked. Let's see. 65. Let's say 2. 67.
8.
8. 8 plus 67 is, where are we up to, Martin?
75.
75, thank you, my friend. 75, and I will say 3, taking it up to 78.
7.
78 plus 7 is 85.
Yeah.
And I will say 4, taking us to 89.
Ah.
2. 89 plus 2 is 91, and I'll say 9, taking us to 100. Thank you very much indeed, George. And I'll show you the prediction. Get rid of these clips here. And the prediction was Paul to win the 3rd game and thereby increase his mind spike accuracy to 67%. So I've managed to go up 1. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Paul. And my mind is totally spiked. Thanks a lot.
It is only temporary, so hopefully it will
Oh,
fade
thank
too.
goodness for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, everyone.
So from Paul and the UK, back to the USA to my friend over there, Bruce Yoskin. Come on down, Bruce.
Thank you, Kevin. Hi, hello, everyone. Wonderful show. Stuart, I wonder if you can hook me up with somebody for no heavy lifting, just somebody that's probably pretty good at shuffling cards.
Tommy's definitely very
Tommy,
good at that.
how are you? All right, Tommy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Fire.
Okay. If we were together in the same room, I would hand you a pack of cards and invite you to shuffle them to your heart's content, and maybe hand them off to somebody else who would hand them off to somebody else. The object here is to be sure that the cards are shuffled and in a way that no one can know what's going on. So you're not here, so I'm going to be the shuffler, and I'll take these cards, mix them up a little bit, hand them to you. You'll be the shuffler. Here's what I'm going to do, Tommy. I'm just going to shuffle the cards like this until you feel, well, that's enough. That looks legitimate, and that's probably a pretty good shuffle, at which point you'll say, stop.
Stop.
Stop right here. Okay. I'm going to take out one card.
All right.
And I'll use it as oh, let's call it, I'm sorry, I'm not finding something I like. I'll use it as a prediction of something that'll go on a little later on. Tommy, I'm just having a little bit of, here's one. I like this one. I like this one. And I think that's what we'll go with. Let me just, oh, there's another one, very similar. Let me put this up just a little more so everybody can see. Let's see, I'm down to 2 cards here, Tommy. And I'm going to, you know, they say, and I don't know who they is, but they say when you're faced with an important choice, your first choice is your best choice. So this was my first choice. I'm just going to put this down here, and that's what we're going to go with. So we'll give another little shuffle here. This one's on me. We'll do this kind of a shuffle. And now I'm going to cut and deal in some random places. Cut here, deal from here. Cut here, deal from here. Cut here, deal from here, and we'll just drop these on there. So we've dealt 3 random cards to the deck.
Yeah.
And going back in history a little bit, I made a prediction early on. So let's see what these cards are. There's the 1, 2, 3 cards placed face down in the face up deck that was totally shuffled by you and whatever cohorts you choose to shuffle with you. The prediction I made was a 6. The cards here are a 6, a 6, and a 6. Short and sweet. That's all I have tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Good job.
Hey, wonderful. Thank you. Lucky it was 4 6s, not just 6 6 6. Wow. So we are going to stick with our friend Tommy Burnett because he's over there in New York. He knows far too much, and he's performing next. Come on down, Tommy.
All right. Wow. First of all, that was great. Thank you, Bruce. That was good. Second of all, it kind of threw me for a loop because I knew I was coming up next and I was trying to get ready, but it's okay. I'm ready. So I'm going to bring us all down to my table, and you will see I have 2 decks of cards, a blue and a red deck. For the blue one, I am going to pull 1 card out, like, yeah, I think that one will do. And I will turn all the other cards around face up, so the only card face down is my projection. I'm going to keep it in here because I don't want to touch it until, actually I don't want to touch it at all. But if I could get a volunteer, I don't necessarily need them to be on screen, but if I could get them to unmute themselves.
Ollie, do you want to? Okay. Hello.
Who am I talking to?
Ollie.
Oh, hey, Ollie, how are you, my friend?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. So I've made my choice here. I'm going to well, actually, let me show you the cards here. Okay, give them a bit of a shuffle here. Okay, and Now I'm going to spread through, and you just say stop. If you were here, you could just pull one out, but just say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right here. Now, would you prefer this one or this one here?
The one on the top.
This one here, okay. So I'm going to push that there. I'm going to take these and turn them over. And then I'm going to take these and turn them over as well. So you can see it's the only one facing down, right? Now, I did mine in the very beginning, and it's been here the entire time. Like I said, I don't want to touch it, but let's take a look at the one that you stopped me at, which is, again, the only face down card in the pack, and it looks like it's the 4 of diamonds, which is a very good thing because, and again, I don't want to touch this, but I want you to see, we'll do this very carefully. I'm do it very slowly. Hopefully that was slow enough. Was that slow enough for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Because you did so well, Ali. You did so well. Now, I'm going to keep going here with, I'm going to write your name on here. If you were here with me, obviously you would be able to do this yourself. But I'm going to do this for you. And I'm going to rip the card in half, like that, okay? And we'll take one half and put it over here, and one half, sorry, we'll take one half and put it, yeah, no, that's right, one half over there and one half over here, and place them inside the card boxes, okay? And I do, like, if I snap and wave my fingers, open the boxes, and you see inside is a blue back and a red back, and they fit. But not only that, on this side is your name, and it also says. Thank you, Ali. Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Tommy. Great stuff. Thank you, Tommy. Right, so it's finally down to me to close the show. My God, the time has gone fast. It's just flown past tonight. Thank you, everyone, for such great performances. So a few little bits from me. I'm just going to have a look at the gallery over here. I'll probably need a magician for the first bit. So if you've got a pack of cards, hold your hand up with a pack of cards, any one of the pack of cards, and then Stuart will choose somebody at random and bring them up next to me. Bruce. Hi there, Bruce. Bruce, grab your cards.
Yeah.
Go through them, take out any jokers.
Okay. No jokers.
Okay. And I will just move to this camera here and show you what to do. Just give them a really good shuffle. So I don't want to see your cards. You just do what I'm doing. Just give them a really good shuffle. Now, Bruce, do you think you are a good liar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you could lie to me and fool me with lies?
Yeah.
Okay. So take your pack, give them a really good shuffle. When you're happy that they're shuffled enough, have a look at the top card and then put it back on top, but look at it and remember it and burn it into your head so you don't forget what that card is.
I actually wrote it down because I was mine.
Fantastic. That's an even better idea.
I was mind spike.
You have the pack in your hand now, Bruce.
Yes.
And we're just going to play a little game of truth or lies.
Yes.
So again, you keep the cards out of my sight. So I will see what card I've got, and you know what card you've got. So now you can either tell the truth or lie at each phase of this little game.
Right.
So firstly, you're going to deal the name of your card onto the table. So say it was a 2, you could deal TWO, but you can lie. So you could, it could be a 2, but you might deal 3 or 7.
Right.
Okay? So I'll just pretend there, and then drop the card left in your hand on top of them.
Done.
Now, pick up the cards again. So you've now got the name of the card, say 2. You're now going to deal a word that you can't lie about. It's of.
Right.
O-F. Because of is of.
Right.
And then drop them on top.
Done.
Okay. Now, pick up the deck again, and this time turn it over so they're face up.
Yeah.
And again, you're going to spell the suit. And again, you can either spell the actual suit it is, or you can lie and spell a different suit. So, for example, it's maybe clubs, you could spell diamonds, or you could spell clubs. It's up to you to either lie to me or tell me the truth.
Okay.
So I'm going to say hearts, H-E-A-R-T-S, and then drop the face-up pack on top.
Done.
Pick them up one. This is the final bit. Turn them face down again. Now, again, we've got 2 colors, red and black.
Yes.
You're going to either spell red or black, and again, you can be right or wrong. It's up to you. You can tell the truth or lie. So you could do R-E-D or B-L-A-C-K.
Done.
And drop the cards back on top. Stu, could we mute whoever's... Thank you.
Then I found balance of nature.
Can we find out whose that noise is?
Larry Taylor needs to mute.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've done that. Okay, so now, final thing. Turn the cards again, face up.
Yep.
And then you're going to deal a card onto the table and tell me what it is. And we'll keep going. So first, deal the first card from the face up on the table. Tell me what it is.
Can I lie?
No, no, you've got to tell the truth now.
Oh, okay. Queen of diamonds.
Queen of diamonds.
Yes.
Look at me, Bruce. No, don't think it's that one. Karen, deal another card.
Okay. 4 of diamonds.
4 of diamonds. No, I don't think it's that card. Let's just deal and tell me, because this could take too long if I try to psych each one out of you.
Okay. Ace of clubs, 3 of diamonds, 6 of spades, king of diamonds, 10 of hearts.
Oh,
queen of clubs.
I think we've passed it. We've passed it, haven't we?
Yes.
Can you hold your card up? But so I can only see the back of it.
Yes.
So hold it up here so we can all see the back of it, and then turn the ace of spades round. Or ace of clubs.
Yeah.
Ace of clubs. That's the one. Yeah. Thank you.
Very nice. So I'm not such a good liar.
Terrific. And finally, and I'm going to get Jill involved with this because she is a resident muggle, and there are some other non-magicians there, but none of them got their cameras on. So Jill, we will have your lovely face up next. Oh, there we go, that side again. So Jill, going to play another little game. I'm just going to switch the green screen off so it doesn't interfere with anything. And I will show you something which is quite interesting. So hopefully this will do the right thing. Right, okay. So I have got some cards here. They're just flashcards with question marks on them. Now I'm going to just give these a really good mix. Just tell me when to stop mixing.
Stop.
Stop, okay. You happy that they are nicely mixed up? Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just going to give them a cut and leave them there. So you will see on this side over here, can you see that? There's a list of matches. So we call these mystic matches. So you've got some magician names like Donna and Drew, Xanadu and Alan, and we've got some things that are not mixed, like Tom and Jerry or Peaches and Cream, sort of nothing to do with magic. Or we've got you and me, so it could be Kevin and Jill. So choose any one of those. So as you can see, they're all different lengths of words and names, and they're all different. Choose one that you think could be your mystic match. And I'll show you what we're going to do. Say, for example, you chose Charles first. We would deal C-H-A-R-L-E-S, and then complete like that, and then carry on. Yeah, then carry on dealing. So nothing sneaky. I won't. So choose one that we're going to use.
Okay.
Go. Well, which one shall we use?
Charles and Rubina.
Charles and Rubina. Okay. So as I said, so we will deal down Charles, C-H-A-R-L-E-S. Drop them on top. A-N-D. Drop them on top. Rubina. R-O-B-I-N-A. Drop them on top. Now, finally, Jill, to see whether you've got your mystic match correct, we're going to spell one more word, and it can be either mystic or match. Different lengths. So you choose which one.
Match.
Match. So we'll do exactly the same process. M-A-T-C-H. And drop them on top. Let's have a look what we've got. If I go to that view there, they're a bit bigger. And if I turn over this one here, you can see it says, or if I can do it there.
No, that's even smaller.
Okay, so how's this camera? You have found your mystic match. Well done.
Whoa.
Now, the thing is, these cards here, they could all say that, couldn't they? But Jill, you did find the absolute correct mystic match out of that list, because all these have nothing. Thank you, Jill.
Wonderful.
Thanks very much.
And thank you for another wonderful show.
Terrific. Thanks, Jill.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ra. Thank you, everybody out there. Thanks, everybody, for our usual Wednesday night crowd. And bye to Jill. Hopefully we can... somehow Jill is not being... Oh, there we go. Hey. Technology, hey. Love it or hate it. So thank you very much, everybody. Let's just big thank you to Martin, Rubina, Michael, Alan, Mike, Richard. Special thank you to Howard Hamburg for popping in and showing us a bit of true magic. Where were we? Richard, we had Xanadu, we had Charles Schneider, we had Paul Cooper, Bruce, Tommy Burnett, and ending up on myself. And good night to everybody out there. Good night to all of you guys on Facebook, on Twitch. We will stop the live feeds. See you again next week. And we will stop the recording as well.